8th of January 2022, day one of traveling the world. You're probably wondering, what does this solo traveler bring with him to so many different destinations, ranging from hot tropical islands to some very cold places in the world? I need to bring a lot of clothes, I need to bring a lot of camera gear. Yeah. Let me talk you through exactly what it is I'm taking with me that may or may not help you. But either way, here we go. First things on the list, my Manfrotto Pro Light Red B 210 Reverse Access Backpack. That's a mouthful. This backpack, I've had it for nearly 4, maybe 5 years now. I bought it because I needed something to carry all my camera gear and accessories without it breaking throughout my travels. I wouldn't carry this back in the UK in Manchester if I were to record anything. I just use a normal backpack. But yeah, throughout my travels, I always carry this so that above the cabin, inside the plane, I can always put this safely and not have to worry about my camera gear colliding with one another. Inside it, it's got these little fancy compartments that you can take out like so and reorganize. I don't really use this section at all. You can kind of put your suitcase little handle thing through it so you don't have to carry your backpack. I try and avoid, because of course sometimes the weight carries it forward and backwards and it tilts, and the last thing I want is this dropping on the ground. It's got a little compartment for your cables and stuff. I've got a pen in there at the moment. Of course I've taken all my stuff out. It's got a slot for a Mac. So yeah, overall a really good camera backpack. If it wasn't for this backpack, I'd probably buy one of those douche bags that everyone else buys because they're really good. If you're going to travel the world like me as a solo traveler, you need a good camera backpack like this one that's going to be durable. I've had this for about 4 or 5 years and you can see it's sparkling new. Okay, next up, my iPad that I keep getting notifications about Netflix from. I have my iPad for 2 main reasons. One, so that I can watch something while I'm on the go, and secondly, I use it as a second monitor. If you're a Mac user like me, you can actually set up your tablet so you can use it as a second monitor next to your laptop. I always like having multiple monitors, multiple screens while I'm working and editing, so having an iPad really does help. Next up on the list is my DJI Mavic Air drone. This has a lot of scratches. I am not the greatest of pilots out there for operating a drone, but yeah, if you're wanting to capture some amazing shots, you'll need a drone. Some batteries for my drone. I think each one of these batteries lasts about 20 minutes, so between the 3 of them it should give me approximately about an hour. A DJI battery safe bag. This is where I'll put my batteries inside to avoid it igniting and burning the whole place down. My DJI propeller guard. To fly a drone, of course, you'll need the remote. I bought this little box case separately from Amazon because this one here was just exposed to too much dust and stuff getting in, so I decided to buy this little hard case, and it fits perfectly like so. Noise cancelling headphone, much needed, especially on the plane. The noise cancelling option definitely helps with the little blocking of air that happens while you're flying in the air, and the hard case that comes with it. Next up on the list is actually the camera that I'm currently using, which is the Canon G7X Mark II. I'll put a link in the description, of course, down below. It's lightweight, it really fits in with my GorillaPod that I use, as opposed to carrying a bigger and heavier camera where I also need maybe a stronger GorillaPod or a stabilizer. Kind of stuck with my Canon G7X Mark II for now. Charm, if you're watching this, apologies. I will get the Sony A7S III one day, but today is not that day. And with the Canon G7X Mark II, of course, because I'm going to be vlogging a lot, I'll need a lot of batteries, so I've got 5 batteries. My GoPro Hero 4. I was very tempted to buy the new GoPro Hero 10, or I think it's 11, because of the hyper smooth stabilization that it has. But then I thought to myself, hey, how good are you at surfing? Not very good. How good are you at skiing? I'm alright, but not so good. How good are you at snowboarding? I'm alright, but also not that good. Yeah, maybe in the near future, once I master my surfing and everything else that I do, I'll probably buy the GoPro Hero 10. But for now, I just couldn't justify to buy a brand new GoPro when I already have this 4 and I've only used it like 5 or 6 times. The hard case that comes with it, of course, with the GoPro Hero 4, slots inside, so it's waterproof. Some spare batteries. They're made by Smarttree. I'll put a link in the description. I've said this too many times. Everything that I'm talking to for today, I'll put the link in the description so I can stop saying this. Right. I've got the CN160 by Newer. I can't remember what these called. I don't know what it's called, but you know exactly what this is. You know what this is. Some spare batteries. Going back to my GoPro, I've got some GoPro accessories. I've got this one here so that in case I go swimming, it doesn't go to the bottom of the ocean, so it floats. And I've got this one here in case I want to do a little time lapse, so I stick it against the window and then plug it into the charger, and then it will just record infinitely until I hit the stop button or if the memory is full. These are blue light reducing glasses for people like myself that are always constantly behind the screen, whether it's the camera, whether it's the laptop, whether it's the TV, iPad, or their mobile phone. An Olympus microphone. I normally carry my Rode microphone with me, but of course I did not have enough space and I could not justify bringing 2 different types of microphones. One of these fancy things that a lot of people know what it is, I just don't know what to call them. It's really good. I can rotate this so it's horizontal, vertical. I had to use Pythagoras to calculate how to rotate this. This one's a no-brainer. A little pouch case for my Canon G7X Mark II, so the screen doesn't get scratched or broken or cracked more than it already is. A whole bunch of cables and charger slots, port slots, whatever you want to call them. I don't know even what some of these cables do in all honesty, but yeah, I always bring cables. I don't know why. I need to stop collecting and hoarding these like I'm a collector. To operate my drone, the spare little thumbsticks in case they break. Universal adapter. The one I have has a 3-pin plug from the UK, and on the other side you can choose however you want the other side to be, if you can see. What I normally do is I bring an extension socket with me. It's got 6 slots, and then I put this one in there, and then I have 6 options for all my UK plugs. Spare propellers. This isn't a spare propeller, this is for my GoPro. I don't know why I'm holding this in my left hand, but spare propellers. A 4TB HDD external hard drive. I also have this little universal port thing for my Mac, so I slide one in using the USB-C port, and then it has 3 USB 3 slots. It has a SD memory card, I don't know what a TF is, and then it also has a HDMI slot in there as well. 2 Macs. You're probably wondering why has he got 2 Macs. One is for my creative editing work, and the other one is actual for my normal work, if that makes sense. One's my own personal laptop, the other one's a work laptop, so I didn't have a choice. I had to bring both. They are heavy in my backpack, believe me. My back feels it all the time when I carry these. Memory cards and an adapter. I don't tend to delete my files from my memory cards because I back them up at 2 other places at bare minimum, so yeah, much needed. Some spare shoes, but also these bad boys. I haven't had the chance to test them out yet, but in case you're wondering what this is, if you're going to swim in the ocean, you'll need these bad boys in some areas so that those little prickly stones and stuff don't hurt your feet. So these are perfect. I actually tried these out in Thailand and they were perfect, so I bought these straight away from Amazon. A spare phone. Yes, the back of it is damaged, but yes, a spare phone. The reason I have a spare phone is because of 2 reasons. One, in case I lose my main phone, at least I have a backup and I don't have to worry about, well, I still worry about it, but at least I have a backup. Secondly, find my phone. Of course, if I lose my main phone, I can always use my backup phone to find my main phone. A Gaston Luger backpack that I got for free from Gaston Luger themselves. They're based in Sweden, really good, and I get paid to say that. So the reason I bought this with me is because whenever I go outside to go and record, I don't want to bring my massive camera backpack that's really obvious that it's got camera gear inside. Instead, I want to bring a backpack like this and kind of make it look like I've got bananas in there. 2-man bags. That's the small one I use just in case I go outside and I have my money in or whatever it is, little bits and bobs, fridge magnets or phone or charger in there. The other one I don't really take outside with me except when I'm traveling. I have my passport in there, my driving license, my cards, of course, my money, and 2 other things, which is my international driving permit. For those that don't know, you'll need these in case, well, not for all countries, but some countries they require an international driving permit, and this is really handy. I think they were £5 or £6 each, so, and it takes 5 minutes to get one from the post office. So that's a lot of the camera gear gone. Lots of socks, boxers, shirts, swimming shorts, gym clothes, spare shoes that I'm alright with getting dirty in case I climb a mountain or something. Of course, the most important thing of all behind me, which is a neck pillow. You're gonna be traveling a lot. This is a must need because on those long 6, 7, 8 hour travel journeys on the plane, you're really gonna want to wish to have had one of these, and the ones that on the plane that they give you aren't always great. And I think that's pretty much it. I think the only thing that I've forgotten is the thing that was balanced my GorillaPod on, which was my hard case for my lights. The aftershave stuff I don't have to mention. I know I've said finally so many times, but there is one other thing that you need to make a note of if you're going to do a solo trip around the world, which is vaccinations. They cost quite a bit depending on what countries you go to, and so far I think I've spent just under £600 on travel vaccinations. I'll put a little description down below of which ones I've taken. But that's everything from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video after a very long time. I hope you guys really join me on this journey around the world, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your dog, tell your auntie, whatever it is, and I shall see you guys next time. See you later. You're probably wondering, what does a solo traveler bring with him? So many different places, ranging from warm climates. What the fuck? You're probably wondering, what does a solo traveler... Next up on the list is my DJI drone little safety, what's it called? So what I do is I buck up, I back. You're gonna really want to